how is James Bond going to take to that threat put forward by Alec Trevelyan? It's pretty creepy to return just to end another man's career. But folks, we're going to decide a new champion for a new title, the Rated R Championship, Fatal 4-Way TLC match. It will be Homer Simpson, Jack Torrance, Leatherface, and yet another person from the new Superstar Initiative. And that match is going to start right about now.
The following contest is a TLC match, and it is for the TWA Rated R Championship. Introducing first, from Vermont, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jack Torrance.
He came back from that suspension at End of Days simply to get his licks in on Trump after everybody else was taking a shot at him.
Well, since Donald Trump no longer is here at TWA, therefore the suspension is null and void for Jack Torrance. He is back and more psychotic than ever. And considering the Rated R Championship is hardcore, therefore it actually welcomes people like Torrance into the fold.
Whoa. He's so fixated on screaming at that fan, he didn't care if he knocked over the ladder.
He doesn't care for anybody's well-being, not even his.
And from Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, Leatherface.
Jack seems to have his eye on Leatherface.
They're two of a kind. Both are extremely mentally and emotionally unstable. I also like to point out, Leatherface has been with the Television Wrestling Association for at least 2 years. And throughout all this time, he has never won a championship.
So that just tells you how pathetic he is.
Maybe this says that maybe this is finally his time.
And from Springfield, weighing in at 267 pounds, Homer Simpson.
I know we haven't seen the mystery fourth guy yet, but Homer looks like the odd man out in this. He's never done anything R-rated.
Not to mention he's going up against two psychopaths in Leatherface and Jack Torrance. So he's really going to need to tone down the comedy here and focus on a game plan to climb up that ladder and seize the Rated R Championship. Of course, we can't count out Homer Simpson. I mean, he won the Primetime Championship in a scramble match just last year. So anything can happen. Homer shocked us all. Maybe he can shock us again. Of course, he and Jack Torrance have a bit of a history, considering Jack Torrance took the Primetime Championship from Homer at Time Frame last year.
And from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 188 pounds, Machete Cortez.
You talk about Rated R.
Rated R? This guy's more like Rated X. Machete. There is no boundaries to his violence. We've seen both of his movies. And I guess we're going to see the third sequel. Machete Kills Again in a TWA ring. Machete He looks like the guy you just don't want to fuck with. And Machete going to work on Leatherface. And considering it's a TLC match where everything and anything is legal, I'd hate to imagine what Machete's going to do when weapons are legal in this case. Rated R Championship lies in the balance. Leatherface going to work on Homer Simpson, and Machete taking his time on Jack Torrance, smacking him right on our announce table.
And it was right on that pointy edge too.
I think Machete, he's now got a chair in his hand. Jack Torrance, he's not afraid of it. Simple object of this match is to climb up that ladder and seize the Rated R title. But since there's 4 guys who all want it so badly, that is not going to be an easy task.
Sheesh, Machete's burning all of home hardware into that ring.
Machete, he's just going ape shit with that chair. Now, he's surprising Leatherface from behind. Homer Simpson going right to work on Jack Torrance. I think that is Homer's best route, considering he knows Jack Torrance since they've been in the ring before. Homer would not know what to do with someone the caliber of Machete Cortez. Oh, but Machete tried to go for the Rated R Championship, but Jack Torrance stops him immediately. Homer going for the punches on Machete. That could be a rookie mistake, even though Machete is the rookie, but that's beside the point. Homer drops the elbow on Jack Torrance while Machete went for a move on Leatherface. I guess that can be considered double impact. Machete's got the ladder hooked up, but it's nowhere near the belt.
Would you see that? Homer slammed Torrance's leg right onto the steps.
Homer is not holding anything back. I think he tried to suplex Jack Torrance on that chair, but Leatherface beat him to the punch. Leatherface smacks Jack Torrance back to the head, right with the ladder.
Is there a big piece of wood sticking out of Machete?
It could be. We got Leatherface and we got Homer, both on that ladder. Who's going to get it first? Jack Torrance says none of them. And now Machete. He just slammed Jack Torrance hard right into the mat. Could be monumental coming his first night into TWA and winning that Rated R Championship. Jack Torrance, he had a cup of coffee run with the Primetime Championship, but I guess some people wouldn't count it. So therefore, this may be his first real run at single success.
And RJ, who was the one that took the title from him?
Your favorite guy, the Invisible Man, we get it. Oh, that slam was so hard it knocked the ladder down. Homer tried to go for a massive clothesline on Machete, but Machete, I guess he was a little light on Homer Simpson on that one. Jack Torrance has now got the ladder in place. He's going to make that climb. Jack Torrance, he's got the ladder. He's hanging. He's just hanging. But Leatherface brings him down hard with a power bomb. Machete dumps Homer right into the corner with that table. But Homer, he turns the tables, if you will, on Machete. Now Machete's turning the tables on Homer. Now, oh boy, we're going to see a power bomb coming up, and it's through that table. Homer, he's knocked out. Machete just fucked him up.
I see that in Rated R titles, our language will be Rated R too. And Machete with possibly the the worst botch I've ever seen.
We're going to see double impact here. Jack Torrance with a fallaway slam on Leatherface. Homer delivered, I think, a power slam to Machete. And now Homer and Jack Torrance are still standing. Jack Torrance going up the top of the ladder, but Homer is going up there with him. Uppercut, but Homer's still on the ladder. Machete, he dumps both Homer and Jack Torrance, and they both go down hard. Leatherface grabs the ladder away from Machete and smacks him with it. And now Leatherface making that climb up the ladder. He's got the belt. Will we see it come down? Will we? They're going to try to go down. Oh, Machete with electric chair drop. And looks like Leatherface grabbed the belt. That's it. We have a new champion.
And the steel steps are levitating for some reason.
The winner of this bout and the very first TWA Rated R champion, Leatherface.
Leatherface has been without a title for many years in his career, but he finally puts an end to that drought. He takes claim to being the very first Rated R champion in TWA's history. He's the champion. I hate to see what the challenge.
Leatherface is hanging on to the wire.
Jack Torrance, he came up and powerbombed him. Looks like Jack Torrance, he's let it be known to Leatherface that he is not through with him and wants that Rated R title. Normally, I'd advise Jack Torrance not to take this any further, but considering both men's personalities, you'd have to believe that Leatherface would do the exact same thing if the roles were reversed. Leatherface is back up on his feet, but Jack Torrance greets him. But oh! Leatherface, he's now going to take it right to Jack. And now, Jack Torrance, massive suplex. And I think the ladder just levitated a little bit. Jack Torrance setting up a table. And now, I don't know what Jack's going to do here. There's a rib breaker. Jack, he's inviting Leatherface to get up. And now, oh boy, we're going to see, I guess, a fallaway slam. Oh! And all that weight just collapsed right into the table. Jack Torrance just sent a strong message to Leatherface that he wants the Rated R championship. And that's how the competition's going to be in the Rated R division, folks. There's no bullshitting.